There's got to be an acceptance that, people from the Protestant Unionist Loyalist community need to have a sense of belonging within this society. I don't think that it's accepted or it would be tolerated for there not to be loyal order parades, and particularly parades on the Crumlin Road. The Crumlin Road has been probably the most notorious flashpoint across Northern Ireland. It has seen, a number of deaths throughout the Troubles, and it's seen some of the worst and serious fighting over the past number of years. The contested area is probably somewhere in the region of about 300 or 400 metres. But the fact of the matter is, people have traversed the Crumlin Road throughout the Troubles, when there was bombs going off on a daily basis and where people were being killed also on a daily basis, and those parades still traverse the Crumlin Road. So, whilst on one hand it's a very dangerous situation, but in terms of the histrionics of this situation, people will go to some lengths to ensure that their freedom of expression is adhered to. Well, I would imagine that there would be quite a number of people in Ardoyne who don't support the violence, who probably do have some private notion that the parade should be allowed to take place without any violent opposition. We do support the right for people to have protests, but making sure that those protests are done in a peaceful and dignified manner. I don't buy into the boredom factor and that type of phraseology. I think people can sometimes use that as a disguise to cover up the underlying causes of the violence. I think, from my perspective, there is a serious issue around sectarianism and a serious issue around hatred of another person's cultural tradition. We have a future that we have to build, and we have to have a future which is shared and a future which is understood. I think we need to be careful that we don't, almost inadvertently build a future which may be some sort of other form of apartheid, where one community says that they own this road and the other community says that they own that road. I think we need to learn to share public spaces.